especially on here, let's say people who aren't in the know, or even maybe those who are, nobody seems to know what the GOP represents now or next, because it can't represent the border. That will be solved in theory. It can't represent crime. That will be solved in theory. It can't represent the platform we ran on. And so what is the GOP next? And when you start getting into old issues like what we used to represent, the GOP now, they kind of like freak out. I say, well, we don't want the gays. And all of a sudden, and I mean this sincerely, because that's an older position that the GOP used to have, not a bad one. And people start panicking. Oh my God, how dare you? But I mean, that's a traditionally conservative position. And so I'm just kind of making fun, I suppose, because I would think that you would spot this same observation a little better, a little more effective, and use it a little more.
And why would you give the opposition that?
No,
Why would you give the
so
opposition that, Robert?
what, Bell? This goes into why I've been saying that the
Oh
Democrats are
God,
going to
that's
win in
Bell.
2028, right? Because
Hey, T-Rick.
Is that
the
your cheeks in the
reason
profile picture?
Would you? Yeah, leave me alone.
Girl, hold up a second.
Wait,
That
what?
is hilarious.
Get back on topic.
Was he okay? Was he not here for that? I could have sworn he was here for that.
Yeah, it was to piss someone off who said I didn't have any. So whatever. Go ahead, T-Bone. Sorry.
What, T-Rex seen the video too? What? Damn, she's posting butt cheeks.
No.
God
He wasn't.
damn, Bell.
I thought he was
Yo,
here for that. That's
Mom.
why I was like. That's why I
Yo,
thought he was
Bell, hey,
trolling.
How you doing?
Listen, it's
Girl, what you doing over there?
Listen, it was just
Look
to
at that
piss off
sweet
QB,
cheeks,
all right?
girl.
Let me just move on. Yo, I gotta change it.
Yeah,
That shit had
we'll
QB
continue.
tight.
We'll continue this conversation off the app. That's all right.
Ciao.
Welcome in, y'all.
I'm not
Welcome
your
in.
phone,
Tap the
let's
screen,
go.
share the live. Get your daily heart me's in. Fancy seeing every single one of you. Love y'all. Love y'all.
Oh,
So,
Bell,
Bell, you're
Bell,
Armenian,
that's
right? Do you have
why.
any? Hold on, Bell. You're Armenian,
He's
right?
Albanian.
All right. I mean, come on.
Albanian. Sorry. Do you have any Italian in you?
No Italian. Well, no.
You want some?
No.
Bell, that's you,
Robert
baby girl?
and
Yeah,
T-Bone, let them
I'm not.
finish.
Yeah. Come on.
I got some Irish in me too, but the
She's a
Italian,
lady. She's
the
a
Italian
lady.
stallion
I
speaks
don't
for
even
itself.
think we should talk to her like that.
Let's go back to T-Bone. T-Bone was responding to
My bad.
Robert.
What I was saying
We're
was
PG-13
that was
over
part
here.
of that was part of my
What
argument
up,
for
Rick?
why the Democrats are going to win
What
in
up, doggy?
2028, because and it kind of going to what Robert was saying, not necessarily like the big bad wolf is no longer there, but I mean all of those issues. I don't think they'll necessarily be solved, but there will be nothing necessarily that they'll fight for.
You can't
And I think that
weaponize them.
social issues are more going to be magnified come that time. We're in the stretch. We're definitely going to see it starting in fucking June. You already see
Well,
what they're doing with like the situation with the ICE agent who took the life of that person. You know what I'm saying? And politics are going to get a little more serious around here, right, Robert?
I'm curious. I don't know. Because it could be a consolidation, an end of maybe the GOP, and maybe it's merge into a uniparty long term. That's one potential. Or it could get very dark and sinister. Or it could be a mix of both of those. Like some of the things I foreshadow is that if we don't fill the void with what is the current boogeyman, which in effect has been the border and the immigrant attached to that, we would have to find something like, let's say, LGBT. But because of the GOP's discomfort with LGBT as it is, I fear that what we're going to move into is something like, let's say, the anti-Semite route, because you have a lot of individuals like, let's say, Nick Fuentes spearheading that ideal within the GOP, and it is a very cancerous position. It's to say that hate, as it is a cancer socially, can spread very quickly. And I'm trepidatious to not have this conversation and find something meaningful for the GOP moving forward. Because if we don't, um, we leave the whole thing, I think, wide open
Well,
to
I
something
disagree
very
with you, Robert.
I
different.
think
Robert, I disagree. I don't think we need a boogeyman. I mean, the only way the Democrats would win is if
So
Republicans don't show
politics
up to
works.
vote, right? So, well, not necessarily how it works. Results are how it works. If you have a economy that is booming, manufacturing is taking off, and everyone's cost of living's going down, and people are working and thriving, that's the biggest factor to where parties will switch during elections. If they believe that the current administration is not fulfilling, a healthy lifestyle when it comes to surviving or thriving, that's usually when people just make an easy determination. When it comes to it, doesn't have to rely on a boogeyman. I think that's the old ways of doing it. Everyone has social media. We can see what's a
Old
boogeyman.
ways, it was just used
Well,
to gain
hold on,
access
because
to the last
I have a quick question because
every
T-Rex, I
election.
don't think you would disagree that in Trump's first term, the economy was way better, at least from you all's perspective. Gas was down. You all think that the economy was thriving. Eventually in 2020, that ballot goes in the opposite direction. And you could say the boogeyman was the George Floyd situation, or you could say that it was,
we had
C-19.
we had the pandemic.
Yeah, but that's still the economy was still in a better
That's what they
spot.
did. They blamed the effects. But hold on, look at the tactic of what they did during the pandemic. People from the left will go, yeah, we understand the pandemic came in, but how Trump handled it made it worse for Americans. That's what they do. That's why it has to be results. So if there is suffrage and people are suffering, it's easy to blame the other side. That's how you get votes. Like the left's boogeyman is just Trump. That's all it is.
Well, you're plain and simply you're wrong. The Donald
Not just
Trump
Trump.
just won an election because of the boogeyman that's at the border. And so it works that way. It's always
That's
worked
not-
that way. And you drive
You think that's the only reason
consolidation and
why?
unification. I work in the industry. I know.
I
I
know
work
you
not
do.
only that. I work in communication.
Inflation had nothing to do with it.
Maybe you could say my forte is division. I know how to do.
Well, I understand that, but
division
hold
is
on.
unification.
You're speaking to the choir right now. I'm talking about the factors of why people showed up for one to vote for Trump. You're saying that it solely revolved around immigration.
Boogeyman.
I would say it had a lot to do with inflation and the spending and what people's lives were like under when it came to their own wallet.
I don't disagree
And
that it's
credit.
multidimensional, but
We
that
had record
foundation
credit
lets
debt.
the conversation, which I didn't ask you the question to begin with, to T-Bone, which I would like to conceptualize with him, conceive an idea of what is next for the GOP from him. Because what you're suggesting allows the conversation to go absolutely nowhere. And it's baseless, really, because really in foundations of politics, we do create these. Is it to say there's 1 or 10? No, there's probably like 1,000 boogeymen that politicians invent to drive consolidation to an effort. But I'm saying the largest of them, let's say top 10 largest, in theory, the GOP is not going to be able to run on anymore because
Hold on.
Trump will have solved them.
Yeah, but hold
The
on.
GOP boogeyman right now is liberal policy. That's the boogeyman. They will go in and inflate the fucking the numbers of anything when it comes
Which
to our
one?
economy. They'll chase away. What do you mean?
So, like, okay.
Which one?
As
Hold on.
an
You
example,
asked
and
a
I
question.
gave them-
Be
Well,
clear.
T-Rick, I wanted T-Bone to answer again, but it's also, I will answer.
Well, T-Bone can jump in whenever.
You're answering every time I reframe back to him. You answer and want to respond and engage.
Yeah,
And I
and then
really like
let's
to
get
back to
Bell.
him.
Yeah,
I
and then
just wanna
let's
stop
get Bell
him.
and OG in.
And I don't
too.
mean that in a bad way, T-Rick. I'm sorry if I'm sounding
You're good, bro.
annoyed or whatever.
I don't, dude. I didn't take nothing bad, dude.
So, because Robert, you're looking at this as if like, okay, the GOP was nothing before Trump or was nobody before. You're forgetting the people like me, for example. I don't really vote just for him, for the individual. I vote party. You can't say the GOP is going to get lost and completely obliterate.
I'm not saying that it's going to get
There's
lost.
a lot of people like me that still vote party. The party
What I'm
does matter
suggesting,
to some
Bell,
people.
is that when we think of the GOP, okay, we think of things like traditional values. We think of conservatism. We think of Reagan. I'm not even saying these are good fixtures. I'm saying these are general understandings of the GOP. But however, the modern GOP is being spearheaded by a transhumanist, Peter Thiel, doesn't have the same value system it once did in, let's say, things like theology, because it engages in love and support for things like LGBT. It's formatively different than it once was. And so what I say to you is the same thing I said at the beginning of this, is that I go around, I say, and you guys have heard me, I've made the case. LGBT is no good. We need to rid them from the ranks of the GOP. And I get a lot of
That's
backlash that
just
says that the GOP's comfort level with shunning them is high. They're not going
yeah,
to
but
shun them. And so that means
Robert,
that the GOP of yesteryear is gone. What are we now? That is the
yeah, but
question.
hold on though. But see, you're like literally my opposition, even in real life, because even in real life, 3 years ago, when I wanted the GOP, the Republicans, to be a little more modern, like come up with a time so we can attract younger voters. You are saying, look, I want them to be okay with LGB at least. Do you understand?
Okay, Bell, but I'm asking you, who are we? What is the agenda and who is the boogeyman?
We don't need a boogeyman. Why does there always have why do you think that there always has to be a boogeyman?
Bell, this is how politics works, guys. Go watch go to take politics, like political theory 101. I don't know. Guys, we
Yeah,
have
but
how you create unification is you create
okay.
boogeymen. And it's not as to say that this is a literal boogeyman. It's to say you create ideas to villainize and you create good ideas that are good. You create a hierarchy of order.
My bad. I had to
Does
zoom
the
in on Bill's
outcome mean
picture.
something to that, Robert? Like if Donald Trump successfully pulls off these deportations and it continues to apply positively to the economy, is that not him solving the boogeyman and showing himself or his successor as someone that can continue to do these trends?
Yeah, but Ed, tell me the last time running on the status quo was sexy and won an election. So like in 2 years
Barack
from now,
Obama,
are you
the
expecting someone
second
to say,
term. Barack
hey
Obama's second
guys,
term.
let's keep this going?
Well,
Hey Robert,
No, no,
Matt,
can I
that's
just
Leslie.
my
point something
answer.
out there?
Barack
I think
Obama, second
you're
term.
so clever,
Even
but you
George,
are
Hold on,
hold
missing
on one
German.
out.
second.
Hold on.
German, just let me finish this between me and Robert. But even George Bush Sr., the first time he won, the only time he won, was off the back of what Reagan did. And he fucked up
But
because
when you didn't answer my
he gave
question,
up crime.
status
I
quo.
did.
Neither of those ran on status quo. They were both in
Yes, he
wartime. I'm
did.
sorry.
Okay, well,
No,
Robert,
they
Robert,
didn't.
Senior ran on the
Functionarily,
status quo.
when you are in wartime, there is nothing status quo. We know that that leaders in war always get reelected. So your
To be
position isn't the case. It is that they were in wartime. Hello.
No one,
yeah, but
no,
to be
Robert, don't
honest,
you
I
Bush
think
think?
Senior was in wartime when he
Don't
first
you?
got into office. That's insane. Why would
Wait,
you
hold on.
say
this
that?
Let
You know
Bell go and then
more
let
than that.
OG go.
Don't you think, Robert, that their biggest? I feel like the Democrats' biggest fear is if we become, if we, the sensible party, the common sense party, would that we would definitely that they would hate. They would hate that if we came up with the times a little bit and started attracting more of the young. That would be their biggest demise, in my opinion.
So, but Bal, what if I told you that the youth of the GOP, so like the young conservative of today, is much more right wing and much heavier a dogma than yours, and so to progress and
That
answer
scares
their
me.
questions,
That is true.
to progress and answer their questions is your version of what you're viewing as reversion, or to revert to a standard
That's
in
the
which
word.
they want to progress to, because in their world they've been given a world in which your progression, your progressive lifestyle has ruined theirs, and they want a different standard. And so this is where I say to you and plead to you that the GOP has to function as the vessel for them, whereas the vessel for these people has always been the DNC. Why don't
Hey,
we tell
bro.
them that?
Hey, Robert, can I just point something out to you, bro? I think you're missing out a huge thing. You're so clever, but sometimes I don't see your blind side. Let me tell you something now, yeah? Boston Dynamics has released a new robot now that has improved so much that within the next 3 years, I guarantee you, they will do at least 60% of the blue collar jobs in warehouses that will cause massive unemployment. And let me tell you another one. AI now, it's in 3 years' time from the improvements we had now, it will wipe the floor with white collar jobs. Now, conservatives are little government, less taxes, less involvement of government with the people. Democrats are more socialism, Let's pay more for the people. Who do you think there's going to be the party that's going to resonate with the people? The ones that are going to talk about universal income and helping the people that are unemployed, or the party that's for business and less for the, social services? Think about it now.
Can I reply to this?
Yes, please.
I would say when you have, for instance, the next 3 years, if the economy goes well and people start making more money and afford more things and can go on more vacations, when a politician comes in front of them and goes, "Hey, we're here to give you free shit," we understand people are not that dumb. Even people on the left question left policies when it comes to these false promises. We see examples like the Palisade fires down in California, where they say they're going to raise money for all the people that suffered. I mean, these are people that were really suffering. And guess what? Money didn't go to them. Well, these Democrats, people see that. That's why I'm saying to go to
Wait
this,
1 second.
this
You
old
missed.
way.
I don't think maybe it's my accent or whatever the fuck I said you didn't get. So let's work it out again. Imagine 60% of white collar jobs go. Sorry, 60% of blue collar jobs go within the next 3 years, and 70% of white collar jobs go within the next 3 years. That means you have 70% of white collars unemployed, and you've got 60% of blue collar unemployed. That's what I'm talking about right now.
Why are you saying with just AI that blue collar jobs go by? Like, how do you think the electrical
Oh
structure?
my fucking
Hold
god!
on.
I said Boston Dynamics fucking latest robots. That's the first thing I said. This is why I asked Robert, because I know that a lot of the people I speak to are low IQ and dumb as fuck. That's why he's my cousin and he's clever. And I'm asking him because he knows how to answer. So please, when I refer to Robert, let Robert answer the fucking question, please.
Well, I'm going to answer this now. So I would equate your analogy to like the combine. When people were mad that they was going to replace all these hands, whenever you have industries that boom, it creates more industries. So the fact that you want to sit here and say that just because there's robots in place is the same argument that people used when cars came in and the horse and buggy was going to go out and put people out of jobs, or airplanes were going to go out. That was going to put out the car manufacturers.
Okay,
and obviously these
I just implemented
are not
something for New
valuable.
Hampshire business. They had 52 employees. They are firing
Aren't you German? How the fuck
45.
do you?
They are
Germanic.
firing 45 people in their fucking business in New Hampshire. Yeah, so you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Yeah,
They
it's not
fired
cars.
45
You
people.
fucking
So
dipshits.
I'll
We're talking about a
respond.
different kettle of fish.
I'll respond. I think that
I think your predictions are shit.
I think that, well, no, I don't actually disagree with him. And most projections don't either, economic and governmental and policy. But it's
It's not
to
like
say
we've never
that
seen these
it's to
predictions
say
before.
that this is the conversation, I would say, of the GOP and the our former anchor of fiscal conservatism, which is no longer, which is why I don't talk to people about budgets often or program cuts often, because I do think that we are entering an era in which that markets will be able to meet certain provisions that they didn't used to, and people will live in an era of plentiful, best case scenario. And so for that, I'm more, I guess, very near term conversation on elections, politics, people, their wants from the GOP and its role, because to be fair, most people in this room and on this planet will never be invited into the conversation that AI is already going to see through. The conversation of what's going to happen with AI is not their conversation, unfortunately. And they will, and you guys, the masses will be outsourced. But we're already too far for that, people.
It's not like tech is not my area. I mean, I code servers. I did it for gaming for years, so I understand. You know, when we talk about AI and robotics coming in to replace certain
You do.
jobs.
I'm a developer.
Bro, why do you interrupt
I'm
me
a
every
developer.
fucking
No,
sentence,
tell
dude?
me. Let
You
me
insult
call you on
me,
your
but then you have
bullshit.
no.
What
bro,
programming
what
language?
are you doing?
You did for
You
years.
have
Tell
no
the programming
self-control.
language.
You have. I understand you have an accent.
Tell
That
me
doesn't
the
give you
programming
the
language
right
you
to have
worked
no-
on. Because I
No
call you on
English.
bullshit, you're a liar.
What is
Tell
going on
me
here?
the programming language you
What
worked
is going on here? I did Lua and Python. The fuck you want to test me, bro? I make, listen to this, dude. I make bots for TikTok. I have bots that post videos for me. I have bots that whenever an account gets banned, it logs into a new account, adds all my favorite sounds, follows all of my people. I have it run off an S22. I can even do synthetic Samsung phones on my PC. Don't fucking
Okay,
test
bro.
me
So
with
let me
tech,
just
dog.
ask you a quick question. Yeah, what's the difference from REST API
Bro,
and
what are you doing?
GraphQL?
What is this quizzing
What's the
thing?
difference from
The quizzing?
GraphQL?
No, hold on. What
Why
I'm trying to
you?
make the
Why
point
you?
here.
Stop!
I'm trying to make the point here
Why? What
that
are
you don't
doing?
get to just sit here and insinuate
Like
I
when I
have low
lived in New
IQ.
York, I had people come to me all the time. I'm Italian.
You're
I
explaining
lived there for a
yourself
year,
to a
Italian as
and I
well.
was like, parle.
You're explaining yourself to a non-American.
Exactly. He
He
doesn't
Bro,
even
tried to.
live in
The
the
he
people
U.S.
tried to
lied
test
about
you,
being
Oh, you're
Italian in
not
New
a
German.
York.
Hey,
And
I know
hey,
he
you
tried
come
to
off,
test
come
me and
off
he
of
got
it. Stop
shit
talking.
on.
Stop talking real quick, please. German, you come off of mute. I'm gonna drop you. You're proving yourself to somebody who's not even American. He tried to test you. His answer didn't really work, and now we're just going. Let's just move on from that, please. Please.
The whole point is you don't just insinuate someone's IQ or their history or their knowledge on a specific topic. That just shows ignorance. You don't know what you're talking about when it comes to other people's opinions. So to pick and choose what opinion you want to hear, that's just your own biasy. And you're looking for your own validation. I don't know if your mom or dad had a problem giving it to you, but that's not my fucking job here.
All right. Enzo,
Hello there.
welcome. I've never, this is a new panelist. I've never, am I saying your name right?
You are. Good job.
That's a good
Hi,
name.
Enzo. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. How are you?
I'm good. Luck. You want to
Excellent.
tap in?
I would love. Would it be all right if I just address the prompt?
Yeah, Enzo, it's
Absolutely.
been a minute as well, bro. How's it going?
Nice to see you, Germano. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing good.
Yeah, same, bro.
So here's the thing. I kind of want to, I guess, put this in a different perspective or in a different light if anyone's willing to talk about it. But I think the single most destructive force to America in almost any aspect, barring weaponry or weapons of mass destruction, the most destructive thing to happen to America is immigration. There's nothing that comes anywhere close to any control on immigration, both legal and illegal, if we just let it run rampant within the country. And I think it's also the most destructive force to almost any other country, regardless of how it's doing or what it's doing. It's just immigration of almost any form can destroy an economy, a country, its laws, its
Let me ask you
culture.
this, Enzo.
Mhm.
Let's say we have immigrant A and immigrant B. Immigrant A is from the Netherlands. Immigrant B is from, well, Niger. And
Nigeria, you mean?
which immigrant would you say, if any, would be the ideal immigrant if and when we do resume the immigration process?
Like who to get rid of?
Well, to answer that
The
question,
the fucking Netherlands fucker. Those people are weird as shit.
well, no, I would say the Netherlands is the first best option out of both options, although I disagree in giving them any option. But if we're forced to choose, it would be the Netherlands.
Well, if we're talking about replacing jobs, shouldn't we be talking about freezing immigration? That's all basic math. How many jobs are available to how many people
Well,
we
I
can
have
allow
to-
in?
Yes,
I have
Chibrik,
to-
I completely agree with you. I think right now is a time not to give permanent residence to absolutely anybody. Yeah, it has to be
agree.
on like a couple of years basis max. Because what's going to happen is as soon as we have mass unemployment, governments should not waste a fucking dime on foreigners. It's about giving the money to nationals of the country. Yeah, and I don't think you or us in Europe want to give money to migrants. Do you know what I mean? So that's
no,
what
but
we need to look
Jermaine,
into.
Trump kind of did do that. Trump did turn off. He halted the lottery system, the lottery visas for Europe, which I'm so happy. I'm so happy for.
And I do have to jump in before we keep going because I have to provide Enzo the room for clarification because I want him to answer this. Enzo, what would
Understand.
you say to those who are concerned that you're, because of the way that you answered that question, you answered it because of Africa's, what with it being predominantly black. I think people are concerned that you made that selection because of the color of their skin, and I just wanted you to be able to clarify.
Oh, of course, absolutely. I think when, let's say this, right? You run a country with, let's say, your close friends, right, who tend to be a very similar culture to you, maybe even a similar race to you. The reason I would pick the Netherlands is because of the current demographic of this country, where we can see a predominance of the white race, right? Um, Typically, when you begin the strange intermingling of races and cultures, the end result is never really something good. You know, it's not something that's ideal. The cultures clash, the races clash, and then that is actually what ends up destroying the country. So I would pick the Netherlands. Why? Because, I mean, let's be honest, it's more white people, right? We
So
need more white
you're
people in
saying
this
in
white
short
country.
words, in short terms, are you saying chocolate and vanilla don't make caramel?
I'm starting to believe you guys actually know each other, bro. Like,
Oh no,
Robert,
I've
I would
never
agree with
met
that.
this.
Yes, that's a great analogy.
yeah.
Wait, T-Rig, you don't know Enzo?
Let
Uh,
Gidget go real quick.
Does Enzo host his own lives?
Yeah, he does. I think you'd like his lives.
I think like
You
maybe
wear a
like
backwards
one or
hat,
two.
right?
No,
Do you wear a backwards hat
that's
when
a
you go live?
different Enzo. That's a different Enzo.
Oh, okay.
I'm the
No, I
better
don't.
Enzo.
No, this one.
Better head, Jerry.
What's up,
Um,
Gidget? You wanted to
are
chime in real quick, Gidget?
actually, Robert asked the question for me because I was going to ask him why he thought that way. So he explained the why. I
All
disagree
right.
with it completely, but um, yeah, that's all I have to say.
Would you like to tell him why before I get to?
Yeah, because America is a melting pot. So, you know, the culture
Ugh.
is America, right? The American culture. It takes a piece from all over the place, right?
Gross.
Well, look
Well,
where it
there you
got
go.
us. I mean, obviously, people don't want to assimilate into the American culture. They just want to take their culture, bring it here, and then take over neighborhoods and then install their own beliefs and push their own laws. And that's not really a melting
Precisely
pot.
right. Great job, T. Rick. I like that.
What
Well, no, I
about
see the
not?
problem, man. I see the benefits, the pros, and the cons. So but we got to acknowledge like truth and reality. Like, obviously, however it's been happening, maybe it's been going about the wrong way and allowing mass amounts of people too fast. Because all I've seen is Democrats want to up the number per year that we want. Oh, 1 million, no, 2 million. Oh, let's allow 5 million in per year legal migration. That's not even illegal.
Let's
That's
invite
obviously a problem.
Duh into the conversation. Duh, what do you think?
It's
Nigeria.
pronounced
I
the
would pick
gym.
Nigeria.
I'm going to call you
And
Duh.
well, I
thought
don't
you
want you to call me the. I want you to call me the gym. Um. Anyways, I disagree with you, Enzo, completely. But that's neither here nor there. I hope you guys are all having a great day. I believe that what is wrong with America is that people don't respect other people. And let me be frank when I say this, I'm not talking about like as far as simple things. I'm talking about if we already have people here who already are a part of a certain culture, um, sending them back to their country when they grew up here, they were born here, and they already created lives here, and they already have families and jobs and careers that they have already established. How is that the answer, or how is that solving the problem that we are having? And you guys grew up in a different situation, obviously, than we did. So I want to understand how you guys think that doing that. And I don't want to hear from Enzo. Can I hear from somebody else, please?
So
How do
you can
you
hear
guys
from
think
me.
that's
There is
solving the
no.
problem?
There is. You're
Can you
saying
clarify
that
that
working.
that's not a
Hold
choice
on,
that you made
Robert.
by race? Duh.
Ro-
Did you not pick him because of his race? Just because that we are
Robert,
clarifying.
stop.
No, there's other
Robert,
white people
stop.
in here.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
So
I
not
you
just
white.
said that you're not okay with us deporting immigrants because they've already assimilated here and they've created. First of all, we're deporting illegals, and if you know any illegals, they don't get comfortable knowing that they are illegal. So they're not assimilating. They're not, getting those big jobs that pay. They're not assimilating. Okay, because they know they might leave. They know that they might get deported. So you're looking at a different demographic. We're not deporting the legal ones, which do assimilate, which do get those jobs, or the big jobs, or that we need here, right? We are deporting the illegals. They're not assimilating to shit because they don't get comfortable. They don't know when they're gonna be deported.
Well, it's not necessary. We just
I'm not.
don't reward criminals. Like
I'm not talking about the illegals. I'm talking about the people who are being
then what are you
lured
talking
away.
about?
I'm talking about the ones who are here on visas and things like that. That's not the illegal way.
Get rid of them
And
too.
they are also being taken away from their families and being put into these camps and things like that
Good.
until
Damn, we don't.
why are they being removed?
Man.
Okay,
Can you answer that question? Why are
until they're
visa holders being
able
removed?
until they are able to show ID or proof of them being here. That's what's being done.
Again,
And
even
do
the
you guys
visa. No,
think
wait,
so?
Robert.
Do you
Even
guys
the
think
Good
that
job.
process?
Ma'am, even
Do
the
you guys
visa
think that I'm
holders.
not finished? Do you guys think that process is respectable because
Yes.
of who they are? Why is that respectable?
I don't believe
Again,
that
you're
you're.
not. She's
I don't believe
thinking.
you have a proper
Wait,
understanding.
why is
of
But
that
the
T-Rex,
process.
respectable?
1 second. She's
It's
thinking that
okay.
even the visa holders don't get comfortable either. They know the visa's gonna run out. What are you talking about?
And if I may also,
I'm
you're
asking, why is
speaking.
that respectable? The way that
These
they're
are.
doing it, why is that
You keep saying
respectable?
respect, but they have no respect for our
This is gonna
country.
use your guys' own ideals against you, and I think it's gonna suck, but it's gonna work. Which is that you're speaking from a place of privilege. Black women are amongst the most educated demographic in the United States, and that means
Why is
that
that making Ryan angry?
that means that you don't understand. That means you don't understand that the position of the downtrodden Americans who need these positions and jobs and rely on industry in which you might say are jobs we wouldn't take, but they do. And
Robert, how much did you drink today?
we need to send the I don't drink. That's a
So black
not a
women
nice
being
question.
I'd
the
say the
most
education is
educated
quite
group of
selective,
women
though,
in the
Robert,
We need
world
because
to
they
do.
know
still does not.
98% of them have
And
genital
that
herpes.
is part of
Clearly,
the
they
problem
missing
because even though we
schmexual
are
education
among
massively, you know?
even though we
Like
are
it's
the most
crazy.
educated group of people in the world, our
What?
jobs and our
That is
careers
not
do not.
true.
You can do the research yourself. It is true,
What
but
the
it's okay.
fuck?
It's okay. You can do the research. The
Most
statistics,
educated.
Okay,
You know how
but
much
statistics
more
are there.
educated
but
than you
hold on,
get
hold on.
That's
So I
Asian.
okay.
wanted
I'm not
Question for
here to
Enzo.
Can we
debate
let her
about
finish
our
her thought,
education.
please?
Fucking
That's
Can we not
okay.
idiot.
dismantle?
Can
Can
I
we not
finish what I'm
dismantle?
saying?
Can we let
Yeah,
her finish her
and I
thought?
want you
Even
to
though we
because
are
I
Why
just
the
is
want to
this
most,
a
set the.
fucking idiot?
even you're a fucking idiot. Don't
Hey,
Shut
hey,
up,
disrespect
don't
me.
worry
bitch.
1
about
second,
him.
let her
This is
finish. Let her finish.
between Robert and
Even
her. So go ahead and
even
finish your thought,
though
ma'am.
we are the most educated group of people on the planet, the jobs.
Hated it. Can't with this bitch.
Ignore
You're a
him.
bitch.
Ignore
Yeah, can
him.
I
Shut
ask a
up,
question
bitch.
now, please?
You're a
No, 1
Well,
bitch. You're a
second, let her
please let her
loser.
finish.
finish. Please let her finish.
You're honestly trash in
No,
real life.
ignore him. Trust me. If you knew who he was, you would be ignoring him. I
Yeah,
promise
just
you.
ignore him, okay?
Anyways, even though we are the most educated people in the world, why is
Give.
it that our careers and things like that don't reflect that, Robert?
Well, that wasn't
What
my
careers?
question. My question was because of your position and your disposition or your advantage from others, because you guys have been given one. I was saying that you were speaking from a place of privilege, not understanding something, and I hope you listened to me. I wanted to teach you something because you have been so privileged in your life. You don't know certain things that I wanted to teach you. And I wanted to teach you that just because you have had a life of security that has given you and been afforded to you by here in this wonderful red, white, and blue, I just wanted to paint that picture, which is that there are men and women who need these jobs, jobs that you might not take, but that they have for generations, for decades, jobs in agriculture, jobs in construction, people who live here, citizens. And these immigrants directly compete with them. And you know what I would challenge you to do is talk to your male counterparts in the black community, and they will share the same sentiment I am, which is that they don't want these people to compete with them for the jobs that they like and that they find value in and that bring their families value.
All right, so
But
I've
black
got.
women
Okay,
are
so
Okay, can I have?
advantaged.
Okay, can I ask Enzo a question, please? Okay, Enzo. So if the issue is not education, so can you explain to me how come 48% of them have genital herpes? That's crazy. Because
One
I thought there
second.
was lack of education.
Robert, who was your question towards?
Duh.
Jim,
Yeah, go ahead.
I won't reply to him because he keeps calling me something that I'm asking him not to.
He
All I
honestly
can say
doesn't
is
mean it.
duh.
He honestly doesn't mean it. I promise
Jim.
you. He does
That's
not
an
mean it.
American right there. Unfortunately, Geronimo, you have to go. An American requested it.
You can go ahead and
I
answer
mean,
him. He
Hey,
wasn't
I feel
being
like we're
facetious.
yeah.
Thank
Damn,
God we
Bradley's
got
here.
religion.
I want to ask you, why do you feel like black women are privileged?
Who you
Well,
asking that to?
I just
Wait,
know that
who are
because
you
Black women are
asking?
No,
very
let
privileged.
Robert answer. Let Robert answer. She
I
wants him to answer.
just know that based on the information I knew that you would accept, which is that you are,
God, here come Robert
and
ass.
because of your advantage, your academic advantage, you don't compete in this job market, which is a job market filled with agriculture, construction, laborious jobs that you have qualified yourself out of, but because of that advantage in the world, you're not viewing these as part of your livelihood, whereas there are millions, tens of millions of men and women across this country who do rely on those industries and have for decades, for maybe 100 years. Go to my state as an example. In New Mexico, agriculture, that's all gone now. I mean, there's illegals working it, but if you're a Hispanic young man whose dad used to, you're sure as hell not going to be afforded that same life. And so
Nope.
I just was trying to paint that picture for you to understand that that has afforded you and that's great, but there's different dynamics for different people.
So are you
That's
saying
that's
that black
interesting that he
women,
said. Hold
wait,
on, let me
Bradley,
respond to
hold
that,
on, because
please.
he was talking to me, I'm responding to him. Thank you. Are you saying that black women don't take the jobs of construction and agricultural careers and take jobs in agriculture and things like that? Is that what you're implying?
I have never seen a
Without
black woman that's a construction
restating
worker.
all the things I just said,
Ryan, shut the fuck up.
I don't
You're the
recall a
bitch. Don't
single
Oh my
talk to me
place
like
God.
that. Who is you
I
talking
said
to?
that. No.
Come on now.
Certainly,
So
black
So
women
wait,
take
wait, wait.
all
Can I
jobs.
wait?
What?
go
I
ahead,
wanted to
Bradley.
say
Go ahead
something.
since you want to
Thank
talk
you.
so bad.
So hi, yes. Okay. So it's just interesting that Robert says that. Yet, if it wasn't for black people, I don't think that there would be an agricultural industry within this country. I mean, we have to look. It wasn't the white people that was out in the fields doing the work during those times. It was the black people. I mean, let's be real here. I mean, the majority of white people, no disrespect.
What does that have to do with my point?
I wouldn't say it's only the
Your
black
point
people.
your point
Also
is that you
Mexicans
can't
weren't there.
sit here and talk about black people not
I wasn't talking
being
about
in the
black people.
agricultural industry,
Yeah.
but we pretty much made the
Bradley, did you just get
agriculture
here?
industry. We are the agricultural industry. We are. We were the workers.
Bradley, I
We
don't mean
were in
this
the fields.
rudely.
We
I
were
don't know if
doing
you
it.
know the conversation
And
enough to
yeah,
speak
I mean,
so
it's just
Bradley,
interesting that he
Bradley,
says
we're
that.
trying
And
to
then on
stay on
top of
point.
that, it's interesting that
Bradley, you're
Robert
just getting
mentioned
off
that
of
he was
random
in
points.
one of the most shittiest liberal states in the United States, New
Could I get a
Mexico.
chance at
Yeah,
this?
you
He did
actually
state
clocked
that,
that,
and
Bradley.
I find that interesting that he
I
wouldn't
would love to
know
take a
anything
chance at
about
this if I could.
agriculture being from New Mexico. I mean, he brought up a personal viewpoint of him being in New Mexico and something that was along the lines of agriculture. But
Bradley, just
if we
going
would
on
take it
forever doesn't make
seriously
you
if
look
you were
good.
from Kansas,
Couldn't
if you were
help
from
you.
Nebraska, or if you were from
Right.
Kansas or Idaho, then we
Bradley,
would take your
I think
point
you landed your plane a
seriously.
while
Nobody
But
ago.
is
with New
bro,
bad,
leave
Mexico,
Bradley.
your mom
I
alone,
just
dude.
can't take that seriously. I mean,
Can
the
you take me
majority of the
seriously
state's
for
a
a
fucking
second? I would love
desert.
to say something.
So yeah, actually, I was talking and you were interrupting me. When I'm done, like now I'm done. Now you can say something.
Yeah,
Thank
everyone
you.
left the live while you were speaking, and
I
nobody said any of
appreciate
that.
that.
Nobody said that.
So here's a big thing. Since you want to, make the claim that, because of black people, a majority of the agriculture that's created or produced in America was all thanks to them. I do want to point out something, that a majority of black people were concentrated in the South, which leaves millions upon millions of fucking square miles across the country that weren't inhabited by black people and their labor. So the high density of black Americans back in slave times being inside of the South, I would ask you, where were they in the West or in the North or in the East?
Are
They
you
weren't
implying
there.
that
They
there
were on the
weren't
South.
So
there
there were
wasn't
none. There were no
slavery
black
all
people
across
in
the
the
United
North.
States?
There's still none actually.
I
There were
mean,
no black people in
I
the
mean,
North.
Bradley,
There were no black
Guess
slaves.
what?
can
Guess
I,
what?
Right.
so
Wow.
can I,
I
and
shit.
listen,
My
maybe I
shitty
want to
home
Okay.
state.
interject.
Hold on,
Robert,
guys.
can I
My
interject
shitty
real
home
quick?
state has less than
How am I
2%.
being muted?
Because I was trying to tell you that my shitty home state has less than 2%.
Does Robert have mod on here and I don't?
We're not playing Mob War,
Probably
please.
because you were talking for
came
5
in
minutes
and
straight.
have derailed the conversation that was meaningful, and the person now having it is gone. And you ruined the live effectively.
Who
Her
cares?
and I were having a very
Well,
nuanced
somebody else will come up. We ain't
conversation.
worried about it.
Bradley, I mean, I'd like to take this claim really serious, but I'm looking at the census between black-owned farmers was less than 1.2% in 1920. Now we've moved on to at least now in the 2020 census, almost a million. About my fault. It says about 970,000. So it is dramatically in per capita numbers. That's literally next to none.
Yeah, this kind of sucks because I was trying to
It's
prove
just
a
like
point
I'm just throwing a variable. I'm just throwing a small variable. If we're gonna, it's already minute for what we're talking about, and to justify some heartache to it, it's a hard fucking shot to the moon.
Yeah. It sucks because what I was trying to say, Bradley, which I think is a sentiment that you may have agreed with, which is generally maybe a more conservative one, was simple. And I was telling her on a very fine-tuned point, I was making a point to her that she does not understand or appreciate why, let's say, Hispanics don't want immigrants here because of her advantage that she's been given socioeconomically to be in a demographic group that represents the most educated black women. And so she wouldn't have or appreciate their wants for immigrants not to be here because she doesn't compete for those same jobs. And black women as a whole wouldn't generally be competing for those same jobs, being that they represent this group of highly educated people. That's a simple, it's not
So
controversial.
then why didn't you tell her that before?
I kept trying to
She
stop
couldn't
you because that's what I
understand
had just told her.
But that's Bradley. That's why she linked the conversation of link it to like black slave owners. I mean, not slave owners, farm owners, and it's like, okay, now you're drawing like she was drawing from a random. It doesn't even fucking matter anymore.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
all good. It's all good. It is all good, Bradley. It wasn't what you thought it was though, and that's why I was trying to be like, down.
I said, here goes Robert with the bullshit under my breath.
Okay, so Bradley, do you want to answer the prompt? I mean, got the show, bro.
Okay. Hey, Kal-El. Hello, Bell. I don't know anybody else on the panel.
Hey, love.
Okay. Bell, is that you?
Yes.
Oh, wow. This is another account. Okay.
Nope, that's her picture. You might want to look close.
Okay.
She looks
what
nice.
is wrong?
Everyone's been.
She looks young. She looks fresh.
What
She
is
looks
wrong
young
with
and fresh,
America?
Val.
I'm gonna confirm
What is
this.
wrong with America and how do we fix it? I think that the biggest problem with America is sedition, seditionism. I think that a lack of patriotism within our country and alienation. within our country is a problem. I mean, we currently, well, not currently, but we have an immigration problem in this country that we are in the process of fixing. And we have citizens within this country that are going against the officers that were sworn in to do that job. I find it interesting that when it came to the riots that took place in Los Angeles, when ICE came to Los Angeles, it looked like a war zone. I mean, there were cars set on fire, there were Molotov schmocktails, there were blash tangs for TikTok purposes. I got to censor the words. And there were Mexican flags being waved, which these were people that were swearing allegiance to another country and fighting against the agents of the law of this country. To me, that looked like sedition. It looked like sedition and very minor elements of treason. I mean, you're literally fighting against your own government. And then on top of that, you have now in Minnesota, where we have this brigaded the word I'm censoring, brigaded. The governor of Minnesota is brigaded. Tim Walz, he just now made a statement talking about we're now at war with the federal government. This is sedition. This is sedition and very minute actions of treason. I mean, you're literally going against the government. So
Would
I
you
think
say
the problem.
creating a spark?
What did you say?
Would you say it could be a spark?
Spark to what? A domino effect?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just the
100%.
hypothetical, throwing it out.
Yeah, I mean, civil unrest, civil war. I don't like to be extreme and say civil war, as a lot of my MAGA brethren states, and they'll say we're on our way to civil war. But this country can't go too long with the difference of beliefs and difference of political opinions that when it comes to coexisting. We can't coexist for too long with individuals that wish death on us and have a completely... these individuals don't care if our country thrives the way it is anymore. They would welcome the invader in with open arms. We can't exist with these people. We can't. And not for too much longer. So I think that's the problem with America. Thank you.
I mean, loyalties.
Anyone want to respond to that?
No, we move in 2026. No fake bitches, no fake wiggers.
Aisha was 9 years old. I can't sympathize with someone that their prophet, the person that they look up to, was a 53-year-old warlord who had relations with a 9-year-old girl.
Jesus was
Jesus. Why you took the words out of my mouth? Yeah,
it's a
Jesus
big game
didn't
of
have.
risk.
Jesus didn't have any relations. He didn't. That's how sinless he was. That's how perfect he was. I mean, I'm gonna say this real quick. These people that are coming over here now, they literally, I call their religion a death cult. Oh, excuse my French. Excuse me, TikTok shop, whatever. It's a Beth cult. You can't sit here and say that when Muhammad was in this cave and he encountered an angel who gave him this book. Why did later, after the encounter with the angel, why did Muhammad tell his wife he wanted to jump off a cliff and unalive himself? When you meet an angel or anyone, any deity or any identity that is associated with the Lord Jesus Christ or God the Father, there should never be an emotion of dread or sorrow that inhabits your body. You should feel happiness. You should feel peace. Peace especially. Not despair and emotions of jumping off a cliff. And then on top of that, the way that he lost his
The
life.
devil can make you happy too.
He was poisoned. Muhammad was poisoned. Yeah, but that's false happiness. It's false, Robert.
Mhm.
Very
Anyway,
wise man.
yeah, but with Muhammad, he was poisoned. Jesus sacrificed himself. Muhammad was poisoned. I think we're dealing with two different types of people here. And I'm sorry, this is the last thing I'll say. Don't let the globalists sit here and tell you that the Islam and Christianity worship the same God. Don't let them tell you that, because it's false. If you ever want to question these people, just ask them, does Allah have a son? We know God the Father has a son, and his name is Jesus Christ. Does Allah have a son?
Most Christians are Trinitarians, which means that Jesus operates as God himself as well. So you have to have Jesus.
I just don't understand that people from the West are not moving in Drosity.
Jesus
is not
God. It's a Trinity.
I'm not getting
man, damn, dude, let's go back. Why aren't we going over there?
Yeah, what do you mean
Fucking their
West?
shit up. It's kind of weird.
What do you mean West? Utah? What are you talking about? West California?
So why did Joseph, the angel tell Joseph, don't be scared to take Mary? What that means is that he already hit that before she got pregnant.
Excuse me?
I said, why does this say in the Bible that to Joseph, the angel tells Joseph,
Is
don't
Joseph
be afraid, don't be
is
afraid.
Joseph a prophet?
To marry. No, he's the father. Joseph is Mary's, I think, husband, right?
So you literally answered my question. I asked you, is Joseph a prophet? Do we adhere to Joseph? Do we say, Joseph, peace be upon him? No.
No,
they
we
do.
say,
They
we
do
talking
Muhammad.
No, we're talking about what the angel told Joseph. He told him,
Okay.
don't be afraid to take Mary. What that means?
Joseph compared to
Joseph,
Muhammad.
nigga, you don't know who Joseph is?
I know who he is, bitch. I'm asking you, who is Joseph to Muhammad?
Don't
Fuck
drop the
Muhammad, man. I'm talking about
You're not in
Joseph.
black. What are you doing?
Talking about. Wait, what you say, Robert?
He's not in black, and he dropped the ER.
Well. Anyway, see, so that's what I'm talking about. I'm like, we're talking about Muhammad, and you're bringing
Lord.
up
I don't
Joseph.
think I've ever heard.
BGB, I think you're gonna have to drop because Bell.
Because Joseph is the father of husband of Mary, and Jesus.
I'm gonna drop
was
you, BGB, because that's Bell's spot.
You know
Go ahead and drop him. Have a nice day.
Perfect. Someone didn't pay attention.
She's not here.
Communion.
Oh, sorry. I thought.
No,
So
thank
do
you
you
for that,
see?
Robert.
Do you see the disingenuousness that he's talking about? He's sitting here and comparing Joseph, who is not a prophet, who did not have any standing when it comes to hierarchy, to Muhammad, who they view as the next to Jesus.
Because
they
Robert
view
thinks-
Muhammad
Robert
and
thinks
Jesus
that-
at the same level. That's how
Robert thinks
they
that
view it.
Mary got impregnated by a ghost, right? That's what the Trinity is.
This is some fucking dude. Did you pay attention in fucking communion? I'm curious at this fucking level.
See, and this is what the enemy will do. This is what the enemy will do. They'll bring deceivers amongst people that speak of God, and they'll try to distort us to try to normalize debauchery. They'll try to bring these people amongst us to try to twist the word of the Bible. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
You can switch boxes like by will right now. Is it an update?
It's ridiculous, man.
Didn't know you can move them.
Why did he come up here and defend Muhammad? Why are you defending Muhammad?
No, I don't
It's kind of weird.
That's the beginning
that's
of
not
his
usually BGB. He doesn't usually
issues.
do that shit. I don't know. It's weird. I thought he believed in God. I don't know.
Yeah,
weird.
Judging by his text down below and on section 8, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Wait, you want him to answer that? Fine, I'll let him answer that. Fine, go ahead, BG.
Why are you defending Muhammad?
I'm just saying basic logic here is either Mary was impregnated by a ghost or not. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
that didn't answer the question. Why are you defending Muhammad?
I don't defend Muhammad. I defend Yeshua.
Okay, so if you don't defend Muhammad right now, I want you to say, Muhammad, curses be upon him. Say it right now.
Well, I don't know nothing about Muhammad. I don't
Why
know.
would you have
Why
to
the fuck are you making a statement about the Bible and you don't even know what we're talking about?
Because Muhammad is irrelevant to.
Why is
So is Joseph.
I don't mean this. I don't mean
No.
this in a mean
Hey,
way,
Bradley,
Bradley.
Joseph is in the Bible.
I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, Bradley.
Joseph
But
is in the Bible, man.
if we
What do
let
you?
you spearhead the spiritual conversations in here, we're doing. That's not the way we should do it. You don't.
Is
Catholic.
Muhammad in the
Robert, I'm not
Bible?
You
addressing you.
can. No. You know what,
Is Muhammad
Bradley?
in the?
Yo,
Wow.
I think
That's how you
I'm
do it.
restricted. I'm restricted from tapping.
Why?
Are you restricted
What'd you
from
do,
that?
I
Belle?
don't
What you
know.
mean? No
Because I
way.
fell asleep earlier in T-Bone's
Oh.
live and I left the tapper going.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that'll do
I
it.
just looked it up
No
because
way that happened.
I've been tapping and I'm looking at my other account and it doesn't show me tapping. And then I look at the other one from the, because I have both
Yeah.
phones. And it says, yes, you can get temporarily restricted or even
Good
fully
job, Belle.
banned on TikTok for tapping.
You see, I have a question for Robert.
I never knew that. That's crazy.
So why didn't you, if you felt some type of way about me speaking about the word of the Bible, why didn't you call him out on defending Muhammad, Robert?
No, I was more making a little bit of a joke because I think it is kind of funny, I think, in some ways to see how involved you are in a way that you wouldn't stereotypically think that you are. You and I know our disagreements, but it was more just a joke, like, because I think it's funny. It's funny how you're the one taking charge of like this effort, and I just really don't think that. Yeah, just like I don't think people would see you and think that you would jump to that.
Well, of course not. But the thing is that when you talk about the goodness of Jesus and the things that he would he would defend me, he would be the judge, the jury, and the executor. I don't play when it comes to Christianity. Now, you can say what you want about my lifestyle choices, but Jesus doesn't change. And how he is as a person, as a savior and Lord, yeah, no. That's why I'm very critical of Islam. That's why.
No, I love that you love Jesus.
Well, I didn't tap in Bradley because I've been raised both Muslim and Christian, and I respect both sides, and I respect everyone's opinion on both sides.
She's tell them, Belle.
That's actually gross.
It's called
I
Chris
say,
Islam.
How is that gross?
Leave her.
Y'all are
Belle,
weird.
you need
No,
to
you can't. No,
need to
like
come
the
to our
whole
side, all right? You need
the
to
whole
start
topic of
believing
the
God.
conversation is like we can't, like Bradley said, we can't coexist with certain cultures.
But you-
It's impossible. Fuck that. Yeah, I respect it in small doses, but get the fuck out. Second, you start changing the law to fit your fucking narrative. No,
Exactly. And like, how long are
Fuck
we gonna
outta
go on?
here.
How long are we gonna go on with this? I mean, you've seen
The fucking charade.
you've seen the cities in Dearborn, Michigan. You've seen Patterson, New Jersey. You've seen the cities that they infiltrate our stores. They infiltrate our city councils to where when they change street names and name them after Schmeisis, censor word, Schmeisis T group members, the people can complain about it, but the complaints go nowhere because they are the city council and they will do nothing about it.
I would like to remind you, though, Bradley, that Michigan's numbers were pretty high up there for Trump in this election. And if y'all don't know, majority of Muslims usually vote Republican. They're conservative.
Okay, where do you want me to go with that?
So,
I'm just saying.
Belle, do you know what the New York mayor did, by the way?
Thank you,
The
Robert.
Muslim.
No.
Oh Lord,
I didn't want him to win, so I'm not.
So he, you know how we're supposed to, vow when they do the when they take the Bible, right?
Yes, he
didn't
did
do
the
that.
Quran. He did the Quran.
Yeah, and then after he did that, you know what he did with his
Thank
hand?
you, Robert.
What did he do with his hand?
He did the salute. You know what salute I'm talking about?
The Schnauz salute?
The Roman
Yep.
salute?
Please
He
stop.
did this Nazi salute, and now Democrats are trying to call it something different.
Yeah, stop.
Fuck, what's it called?
Bellamy salute?
Can you pull that up?
Yeah, Bellamy salute. Yeah,
They're
yeah.
literally pivoting on that. That's fucking crazy. 3 in a row, and now they're calling it that. That's fucking funny.
Yeah,
That's
the
very
Bellamy.
nice.
Did y'all think that
Booker
Elon
did it.
the
Yeah.
Schnazi? Do you think Elon did the Schnazi salute?
Fuck
No.
no. He was throwing his
I
heart
don't
out to
think
the
so.
crowd.
That's what I'm
And he's
saying.
Okay, so
autistic.
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
I
I'm
think
with
when
you,
he did
girl.
it,
I
he
mean,
didn't mean it to be this Nazi salute, but you know,
at what point do we bring it back though? You know,
Oh
like
my God,
My
it,
God,
Robert.
bring
Robert,
what
shut
but
the
back?
like
fuck
No,
up.
but he's making a good point.
Don't
here's
tell
what
him
I
to
mean
shut
though.
the fuck up.
You guys, it's a wave. It's a function of our bodies can only do so many like greeting gestures. And that
Mhm.
was one for a very long time. And in fact, the preferred one amongst democracies. And so it's kind of like very odd actually that we make that one seem so influential for one little thing.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. The backlash was not fucking necessary. This is some bullshit.
You better believe it.
That was so fucking black pilled. You people fucking fell for it. But now
Black-pilled?
look at every third
I've never heard that song.
the last 3 Democrats that did shit. Nothing happened. Nothing of any sorts. This is fucking all of it is fucking propagated emotion. That's what it is. It's all based on emotion.
Better believe it. Yeah.
Too
So
many soft motherfuckers.
it is, and the thing is that the stigma when it comes to the left is even if we were to go to a civil war, a lot of the people on the right will believe that the left are too pansies and too to actually take up arms. But
I think they are.
y'all got to
No, we're
second
not.
guess that
Now
shit.
they're
Y'all have to
for it.
second
We're
guess
very
that
What are they
shit.
gonna do? What they gonna do? Come on now.
I think the left would be very successful.
Bullshit.
I think
We
the
are
left will be
very
very
2A.
successful in committing the most friendly fire. I mean, they lead in abortion, so it's like, if we're going to
Dude.
tally the numbers, I think we'll see a very disproportionate amount of
You-
friendly
but-
fire
but-
on their
but-
side.
But did you see when it came to the drag queen storytime events, how many people were out front in full tactical gear with trans patches and AR? What did they have AR pew-pews, or was it just regular pew-pews? Well, they were holding rifles. So yeah.
Gidget, you're adorable. Gidget, I love you.
The first wave of them in a war, you can just ask them to do it themselves.
I don't know. Everything about Democrats is just like
That was a dark
they'll
joke.
say
Did you guys
shit.
get it? In a war,
I did.
we would ask them
That is-
just go, just get out of here. What a dark, nasty
Dude, I
thing
saw-
to say.
Robert, I love you.
Oh my.
Oh God.
Dude, I saw a video on X. It was the European Union. So there's a deal that was being set their possibility to put boots on the ground, and it was a parade of their soldiers waving, the alphabet flag and inclusive flags. And I'm like, please, 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 please send them to the front, please. It would solve so many points, and it would solve a lot. I mean, make some room, solve a lot of points.
It would, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
it just goes back to how long and how much further down the line are we going to continue to allow the fall of our society that we know as Western civilization, because these leftists abhor Western civilization. They hate it. They
What?
want it to crumble.
No, we don't.
Yes.
You know what's
bitch
a-
boys
yes, you do.
create
Yes, you
hard
do.
times.
How so?
And we got too many bitch
Because you
boys
feel that
walking around creating hard times.
you feel that Western civilization is white supremacy. You feel that the white man is the only one that benefits from Western civilization while every other race is
Did I ever
oppressed.
say that?
Well, you just said no, you didn't, and I'm telling you how y'all do. You
Okay,
as a
so
collective,
them,
not individually,
Democrats.
but as a group.
Mhm. So you can't lump all of them together, right? Because you have some Democrats. Hold on, Bradley, because I let you
2%.
speak. Okay, you have some Democrats that don't believe in everything that the far left are wanting to do or wanting to pass or what they're saying or anything like that. It's deplorable, some of the stuff. So just be very careful with your words. That's all I ask.
Well,
Find me a Democrat that doesn't believe in systemic racism, or find me a Democrat that doesn't believe in white privilege. Yeah, find me some Democrats that
What is white
don't believe in
privilege to
white
you?
privilege.
What
To
is
me,
white privilege to you?
just an excuse for people of color that can't get to where they need to be, so they blame it on white people.
Okay, so that's not what white privilege means to
White
me.
privilege
You just said
is
to me. You said what it means to me. I'm telling you what it means to me.
white
That's
privilege
not
to
what that
me
is.
is walking next to a stranger and smiling at them and saying good morning and expecting a good morning back. It's kind of
Right. That's just
great.
humanity, right?
Yeah,
Because
I
anytime
think
I
that's
say
white
hi to
privilege.
somebody and I don't get a hi back, I'm like, well, I'm taking it back then. Fuck you too. You know what I mean? Because that's just common courtesy.
So you just say hi and expect a response that's positive, but if you don't get it in return, you immediately turn it into a negative?
That's
Right.
privilege.
I say it to myself.
That's
Oh, okay.
That's privilege.
You
Get
think
it?
I'm going to go off and just start yelling at people?
I would
Yes.
expect it.
Why would you expect that?
Oh
Your skin
wow.
color.
Okay.
The
I was gonna say that.
I think Enzo was
the
being funny, but go ahead.
Enzo's being
W.
funny.
Bradley for
It's just a
understanding.
joke.
the
Oh
the
Why
one
god.
is
thing
it
that
loud?
a thought experiment that I have that I think is quite frightening is if we consider what the
Sorry.
kind of
Hey Trey,
extent
I'm
to
gonna head out,
our
man. I'll see you later.
we'll see it.
Oh great.
So
Now
if you
Malaysia's gonna come
consider
up.
how heightened our tension is here in the United States between the right and the left, as you guys are discussing, and you consider um, what it might mean in transitions of elections, I've been having this continual thought that it seems to me that like if we were to hand back power in 2028 to the Democrats, or even leave it to chance, that all of us like would be in jail. And I really do believe that almost, and so I get to this place of thinking, are we gonna continue? I just have this very negative idea of something seems a little off. It seems like if the GOP hands back power, we lose our lives, and so are we going to hand back power? And I don't know if I even like that. I don't even know if I like that thought.
I don't think exactly that would happen because if the Democrats get back power, okay, so there's a difference between winning the midterms and winning the presidency with the House and Senate like we did in 2026. No, yeah. No, 24,
Oh,
excuse me,
24.
24.
Yeah.
Okay, so the difference is that I feel like that if we were to lose the midterms and the Democrat, we have the presidency, but we lose the House or the Senate, it's just going to be a 2 years of limbo. We're not going to get anything done. MAGA's not going to progress. We're just going to be stuck trying to pass bills that the Democrats will not vote for. We won't be in danger. We'll just be in limbo and purgatory. Now, when it comes to the presidency and Democrats, whoever wins, Gavin Newsom, well, it depends on which president it is. But if you get somebody like Westmore winning the presidency or Gavin Newsom with the House and the Senate going to Democrat, I don't really see them going after private citizens. Like we're on MAGA right now. President Trump is on overboard. Not overboard. He's on overload. Like he's doing the things that he should have did his first term now. No bars held back. But I don't see the Democrats really doing that except when it comes to government officials being subpoenaed, arrested, and politicians and weaponizing the Department of Justice like they've done before. I don't see them going after private citizens because the only time they went after private citizens was J6. That was it. Other than that, I don't see them going after private citizens, Robert.
Bradley, but if they mechanize the United States government the way the United Kingdom has, just even by laws, it seems to me the left, as it is a global effort, has every intention to come forward very quickly. Things like our free speech. I mean, in the United Kingdom alone this year, I think
Where?
they've issued 4 times more speech violations and citations than Russia. I mean, this is what it's going to become, and that's what they're going to become. And so you better believe we'll be criminalized. Our words will be criminalized. Maybe our passwords will be criminalized. Like it can get dirty, and it
I'm
will.
aware,
One
but
second, 1 second, Bradley. Hold on. Let me get what is it, Micaiah?
It's Micah.
Micah, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Does it have to be about race or can it be about other stuff too?
Other stuff. The prompt is open to pretty much anything.
Okay. So I would say our food is really bad. Like it's too much chemicals. It's causing people to have cancer, diabetes, and all that other stuff. I don't like it. Also, I feel like everybody makes things about race, like the division. And I feel like America promotes it on like the television. I just don't like it because I feel like in real life, I don't have to deal with certain things. Like, yes, there's racism. I deal with it here and there, but I feel like the media promotes it too much in America, too much. Also, another thing too, like with the kids, the phones, I feel like there should be rules where, you know, certain ages you shouldn't have a phone because these kids are looking at stuff they're not supposed to be looking at. I don't like it because they're too fast at a young age, and I just think it's just terrible.
I think that's more like parenting on that situation with the cell phones.
Yeah, I would say
That's more of a parenting because you don't want government in your homes like that, right? So that's more of a parent problem.
Well, and sweetheart, here's what I have to say to you is that I love when women think out loud. I love it actually. And I think it's so wonderful. And I think men should listen when they do it. And but however, there's a reason why God said these women cannot lead. The snake, she will lie, she will cheat, she will manipulate.
Wait, what?
And what I have to say to you, Mika,
Oh Lord, oh Lord.
It's
is
Micah.
well, Micah,
You finna come for me.
Well, what I have to say is I just
Listen here, little girl.
don't particularly agree with you, and I think that this is why women don't lead. I guess is just, and I don't mean that. I mean that with love and respect.
Lord Jesus.
You know what,
I
Robert?
agree with everything
Robert,
you
hang
make,
on,
Robert.
let him cook. Let him cook.
No, don't
If
take nothing
Let
that
him
he said
cook.
if in a
Malaysia,
world
don't
where
start your shit today.
if in a world where
Bradley,
there is
first of all,
ISIS, folks,
She already
you think
started
that
with
the
me,
worst.
Bradley, today.
If in a world where ISIS exists, you think that the worst thing that exists is a vegetable or the color of Kool-Aid. This is what our women. This is what these are lady thoughts.
they asked
Oh my
the
God,
question. The
bruh.
question. No, you're fine. The question is, what's wrong with America and how do we fix it? That was her way of saying what's wrong with America. You cannot sit here and belittle or trying to beat her down for what she said. That's her opinion. She's
No, I'm
entitled to
saying.
it.
Did you hear me beat down? I said, what a beautiful lady thought.
Robert, okay.
But
Absolutely,
I
Robert.
agree with you.
You gave
Micah,
a
and
beautiful
everything else you
take.
said.
I disagree, Micah.
You disagree with the food thing?
Well, we're actually working with the food thing. That's what Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is doing now.
Yeah, finally. Look how long it took.
Yeah.
Well, what was Joe Biden's plan when it came to food?
Not a damn thing.
Okay, all right, Micah. All right, I'm cool with you then. Yeah.
All
I
There's
guess
some
I
other
would
stuff
say
too.
this.
I agree.
Mhm.
I agree with what you say. I agree that the food is poisoning us and it's
It is. Trust me.
Oh, you lying girl.
and it's
Nostalgic
causing us
ass.
and it's causing us to be
Also,
very
radiation. That's another thing too.
Radiation? How many nuclear plants you got
yeah,
around your house?
like the microwave and stuff. I get what you're saying.
Nevada or something?
No, I don't live in Nevada.
The microwave, your cell phone, AirPods, all that stuff. You guys, come on,
I'm
you
not
guys
That's
kidding
can
when
do
I
common
it.
say I know
sense.
it.
Okay, so
I
then
mean, you're
if that's
right,
the
but
case,
at
then
this
why don't
point
you
now,
just
you
become
have
a
to have common sense.
Amish? If you have
I
a
know it
problem with
came
all
off
that, just become
patronizing,
Amish.
That's
but
not what she's
these
saying
are
though.
the issues that women talk about. These are lady
What
thoughts.
are the issues that men talk about, Robert?
Well, no, and I don't mean that in a patronizing way. Like men and
I'm
women see the
asking you a
world
question,
differently. And
Robert.
men, as an example, men we talk about Rome so much. We talk about conquest. We talk
What are y'all
about
talking about today, Robert?
ladies. They think about the kids. They say, "Oh, my kids
Robert,
have
what
to
are you
eat
talking
these
about
Let
today?
him. He's gonna give it to you.
This isn't
No,
even
he's
me.
not. He's brush past what I'm saying. What are you? He brought me up Rome, and what are you talking about today?
Well, many things. What are you talking about? What am I
What's
talking
wrong?
about?
What's wrong with America, Robert?
Oh, what am I? What? Oh, I'm talking about the freaks. My answer was, let's get those
Right,
people
Wait, the what?
your whole thing was
Did you say the
LGBT
LGBT.
freaks?
people. No, he said LGBT people is a problem with America. I forgot. You're
Listen,
right,
Malaysia. Don't
Robert.
start with me today,
Take
Malaysia. Okay? I've had enough of you, Malaysia.
Who is that talking to
LGB
me?
without the TQ plus. Separate the
Yeah, all
LGB and
that other
TQ.
junk. Get it out of here.
And that's what
Again,
men
I
think
told you.
about, right,
No,
Micah?
no,
Man,
we try to
that's
keep
what men
men
think
out of
I
about.
like
told you.
the fat Asian
The
shit.
LGB is not your problem.
Honoring
It's
the
the
known world.
TQIA plus that's your problem.
I mean,
Men
let's
think
see,
men think
like
about gay
maintaining
people.
gas plants sitting out in the middle of the Gulf, people who don't see their families, people who go, I know, ice fishing, and the people who go out, like, I don't know, doing a lot of manly shit that women don't belong in.
Yeah,
So,
and Malaysia, the reason why we have to think about them is the problem. I say it every day. I say the problem is that I have to tell my
Well,
daughter
real
why
men are not
Susie
thinking about
has two
that.
dads. That's the problem. We don't want to think about you
Robert, real
people.
men are not thinking about that,
We
Robert.
don't want to think about you people.
Sorry,
And so
real
we
men are
see,
not
we
thinking
look
about
left,
that.
we look right, and all of a sudden we realize I am in a LGBT hellhole and I need to clean up. We need to clean
Wait a
Real
minute,
house.
wait a
men do
minute,
not
wait a
think
we
minute,
about
need
that,
to
Malaysia. Let
say,
Robert.
me,
clean it up.
as someone that is G, I can respond to that. Again, it's not the G, it's not the LGB people that's shoving it in your face. It's the TQIA plus individuals that's making it mainstream, that's putting it in your face.
Bradley,
Because
Absolutely.
your mic, Bradley, your mic. It's all up in my ear.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, you made me lose my train of thought. Yeah, it's those people that's making it by putting it in your face. This is why I told you the LGB is not your issue because in the 80s and 90s we were very low, like
Yeah,
kilter,
not the
very
topic.
very sensible.
Exactly.
Now, in the last, hold on, let me finish, please. Within the last 20 years, there's been a group of individuals that has hijacked the movement to now we want hormone therapy, now we
Freaks.
want this, now we want that, and I feel like that is the TQIA plus. They're your problem.
Yeah,
Harvey
but
Milk
Bradley,
is not the
in real
problem.
life though, I have a trans friend and they're not on they're so against this shit. Like don't like I feel like everybody thinks
Oh,
that
so
like
he doesn't suffer from a mental disorder. Good.
hold
All
on
right.
a minute. Can I finish please?
No, I
They're
got
not
you.
on this mumbo jumbo bullshit that you see the trans community on TikTok. They're against this shit in real life. They're like, what the fuck are they doing? We don't want this attention like this. Like leave us the fuck alone. They don't want this shit.
That same person, Bell, doesn't
So,
even
like,
know what body they live in. So when you
No,
want to trust their words, I mean, sweetheart,
no,
again,
she
lady
knows very
thoughts.
well. She
Lady
knows very
thoughts.
well.
These
Hold on.
people belong behind
Hold on.
bars.
She
Those are
knows
lady
very
thoughts.
well. Hold on, Robert.
No.
She knows very well and she's very content with the fact that she was born a male. She's not over here telling me that I'm a real woman. No, never.
so she knows that he'll never be. All right, that's good. At least he knows he won't be a woman.
She.
So I get that. So if he won't chimp out when someone called him he.
Oh
All right,
God.
that's valid. At least like he's another Caitlyn Jenner. Yeah.
And this is what men think about.
Yeah, no, we don't
Sir,
like
This is what
ma'am,
for the
men
most
talk
part,
Malaysia,
about.
men don't think about
If
this.
this is what
Men
men
real,
talk about,
No, I think
Robert,
men
about it.
don't
Let
think about
Malaysia,
this.
let
You want to
Malaysia
know all the
speak.
shit I
Let
think about?
Malaysia speak. I
I'm
think she's
asking
the only
Robert.
opposition.
I'm just asking Robert, is that what men talk about, Robert?
Malaysia, I told you, no joke, and it's kind of like a cliche, but men, we all, it's like uniform. It's like every time it's like Rome, uh, conquest, maybe a little bit
He need a
about
new script.
women, their
Vagina.
annoyance. I don't know.
He need a
Yeah.
new script.
Getting some
Vagina's
Men are
the
food.
great.
simple. Like Malaysia, men are not, we're not over here
Mm-mm.
complicated
I think
figures.
I
We're
think I
No,
just,
think there's more problems.
men
There's more
need to
problems
start
than
calling out other men. Y'all don't call out other
Yeah, we
men.
do.
Concerning
Mm-mm.
yourself with what men are doing. Okay,
It's
yeah,
not the
focus
men.
on you
that's men's
being a lady.
Exactly. It's not
Focus
the
on you
men.
being a
Hold
lady. Let the
on.
men handle business. You
Stop
stand
It's
over
trying to
there.
dress up
actually
like
one
men.
second, please. I don't think it's the men. It's actually the women that are more tolerable when it comes to this. We're not helping them out when it comes to this ideology. Like I myself am at fault too because I end up feeling bad. You know, it's women that are more tolerant towards these things. You know, we
If you
got
TJ.
just
What do
no,
you
we
what
got
do you mean you feel bad?
your mistake starts at
Wait,
you
why do you feel
thinking you
bad?
have
What do you
to
mean you feel
come
bad?
into this
because I
problem.
feel
You don't.
bad
It's
for them. I
not
feel
your
bad.
problem. It's a man's
let
problem.
us
It's
be
a
the,
man's
let us
world.
take care of it. Let us take care of it. You sit back and be a lady. Don't worry about those freaks.
Yeah, these are the type of men that be like, stay in the kitchen and don't do nothing else.
Don't worry about the
They're
fridge,
not
sweetheart. Just know,
absolutely,
because you know what?
absolutely
If you
not.
let us take care of it, guess
Micah,
what?
I like
All
my
you would have to
kitchen.
They want you
know is that
barefoot
you
and
won't have to
pregnant.
walk over
Yep,
shit on your
barefoot
way to
in the
school.
kitchen.
Yeah, that's what they
Hold
want.
on. Hold on a minute. I
That's
don't care
nothing
what
wrong with
anyone
why
says.
wouldn't
You are
you
not
not
going to
want to
tell
stay
me
at
as a
home?
woman you have not felt the sexiest being barefoot pregnant in the kitchen.
Oh my god.
No, thank you.
I mean, dude, like, come on. Like, you guys are acting like staying at home is not a fucking awesome thing. Like,
It is when I'm on
I
stop,
think you're
vacation.
missing
stop
the whole
lying
point.
because
Micah,
you'll
you have to
never
try it,
experience
okay?
it.
I
That's
think you're
I
missing
mean,
fucking
the
I
whole
like
point.
being in the
sad.
kitchen, but barefooted is crazy. What are we in the
Barefoot is
country?
nice.
What's
Let me
wrong
see
with
them
barefoot?
toes.
What's wrong with barefoot in the
I'm trying to
kitchen?
put some
To be
flip
honest,
flops
the
on
Let
and
me
bare
some
feet
see
house
them
always
shoes.
freak me out
toes.
Some
too.
house shoes.
No, I'm a feet lover. Sorry.
Well, no,
Oh God.
it's when they say that
Even
thing
when
about
they're
you want
plumped
me in
up
a
and
kitchen
pregnant.
barefoot and pregnant. It's like, lady, I mean, pregnant maybe, but what about what are you bringing up your feet for? Maybe put on some heels. I don't know.
It's
Bring it back to the 1950s. Bring it back. Men
These
wear
must be red
suits.
pill guys. You guys must be
Let's wear
red
Bradley.
men.
pill.
We got to start wearing suits. Got to get more classier. Fuck this
no,
weird
they are
shit.
guys.
Absolutely.
They guys.
Yeah, man.
Mhm.
I would have smoked a cigar and I want my whiskey with my fucking ice, please.
I want
So,
the
do you
Peaky
guys think a woman
Blinders.
should
And you
work?
know
Because a
what?
lot
Yes,
of y'all men
And
yes.
I'm
say that.
No,
sure
no, no, not Peaky Blinders. Even more,
and I'm sure
more
he wants
base.
his barefoot pregnant woman to bring him a sandwich.
Nah, I
Yeah,
like the
but
Peaky
listen,
Blind.
I worked all day. The least you could do is hand me my paper and hand me my glass of whiskey.
And you're
That's it.
Stokey.
That's it. Give me 10 minutes to unwind, then daddy will see the kids.
Yeah, dinner
Then
better be
Papa, the
on
dinner
the
will be
table when
ready.
you get home.
Piping
Dinner's
hot.
ready, plate in my hand. I'm seeing you, and then daddy's
Get your
handling business at
sizzling
9
hot.
o'clock when I'm shagging down. So,
Gotta
yeah, if
sizzle
I'm
the
a man's
steak.
man, that's what
The
I want.
steak better
Yes.
still be sizzling on the plate when you get
Exactly.
home.
Beer, whiskey.
Bingo.
I would like to prefer a few glass of ice, not too many ice cubes. Yeah,
You're too picky.
yeah,
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 he
You
got
doing
this
too
yeah.
written
much.
down for
Get him an
sure.
Now
old
you do it.
fashioned.
Give me
Now
an
you
also,
do
yeah,
it too
exactly.
much.
Oh, I like that. I like these answers.
You like ice, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, men are simple, but sometimes y'all just get on my nerves, man. Like, oh,
You chasing the wrong boys. You
mhm.
listen. You're getting these hyper sexualized men. You got to find these base men. You got to find these guys looking for. I
Well, hold on,
want.
Chuck. I'm gonna push back a little bit,
Ooh,
right? So
ooh.
here's the thing about what you just said, right? And listen. I'm all about nature, right? I'm a nature guy,
Wait, who are you pushing back on? I'm sorry.
Chuck.
Yeah, I'm all. No. I'm never gonna say that. The early stage is being the young man. Go out, get some tail. Go ahead, but go ahead, Enzo.
Well, you see, listen. When I look at a woman that I fancy, right, and I have high standards, and then I begin to court this woman, realistically, from beginning to end, it's just nonstop in my head. I have to take what I want, right? And I say this in a way where I want you to understand I fancy her for a multitude of reasons. Her personality, obviously, I like to entertain women with intelligent minds. And obviously her body as well, and I appreciate her body, right? I'm all for that. But when we talk about hypersexualization and then you look at men like me, for example, listen, at the end of the day, right? If she's my girl, right? That body is mine. Very simply. So if I want something from that body, I say, baby, I hope you're ready, right? And I'll walk her through it. I'll talk her through it. Say, listen, look. This is just nature. This is my nature, right? So then I own this, right? Why? Because it's mine, right? It's mine. And what I want to do with it is my choice, right?
Are you single?
Yes.
Oh wow.
He said that like he read a poem or something.
Love
I think
connection.
Malaysia, you better get on that.
yeah, and I think that what goes unsaid in these
No,
conversations
I
where
was asking the
women,
question because it goes against. It's just whatever.
well,
You
I think
missed
where
it.
women,
Is
where
that Belle?
women,
Yeah.
I think where women don't
Hey,
understand
Belle.
why other women are interested in these lives, happy women, is because the things that we don't say in these conversations is the benefits that women get for living in these lifestyles, traditional lifestyles, where there are things that men want, and that's what we're discussing. But then women get a lot of what they want, and it's not a tough life. It's not a sad life. It's not a horrible life. I mean, what's an awful life is the standard we've given everyone in today's world. I don't know how women paint a picture that freedom, liberation, actually from a marketplace is actually anything other than that liberation, to focus on your family even. And that's even freakier, like how women, and this is where it's like, men, let's like make this observation. We're presenting women with this like idea of a life where she can take care of her family in a sustainable way and be cared for. And women say that's a nasty thing. No, no, no. And maybe this is where God said the snake.
I think
No,
that
it,
a
it
lot
goes.
of
No,
women.
it goes a lot with the ego. I don't know, something about men. Your ego is just like,
Oh my
if you are put in
goodness.
that position, you think you will want power and control. So
Well,
therefore, you
we were
abuse those
perfect.
privileges. You
Well,
abuse
I,
those
Well,
I,
we were
privileges.
I just wanted
perfect,
to
Can
ask
I
the
but
finish,
question
you
though,
know,
please?
is this the rumor of the snake?
You
Is what we have
abuse.
to do is that you women are naturally kind of vicious, venomous, weird things. I mean, this is it, because the
What the
men, we want
fuck?
you to want
What?
your babies. We
Did
want
you
you to
just
want your
say?
babies, and it's
But
you
now
that wants
hold
to
on.
unalive them. It's you that wants
What the
to
fuck
go
are you
work
I
instead of
saying?
and men
sleep.
don't do any
Malaysia,
wrong. I mean, I
Malaysia,
that's
how
Like
many
women
fine.
are
women?
snakes,
Uh-uh.
One
and you
it's,
need
second.
to
I
be
mean,
control. You need to be
I literally
controlled.
was just trying to say, I
Just
mean,
ribs.
we men, we wouldn't have egos. We were already perfect. Till we fell into the trap and the spell of a woman, and
Yeah,
yeah,
well,
now
it's
there's imperfects
Nah,
about
Oh,
they,
us.
there.
Why do y'all
Yep,
Wait,
always blame
it's
so
the
women for
truth.
everything?
it's
it
It's the
not
makes
about
truth.
sense.
it's not about
It makes
blaming women.
sense.
It's about that, like, you know how like
It's about their
what
religion.
Your
That's
happened
what it's
to a
about.
nature.
woman?
It's in your
1 second.
nature.
It's the Eve syndrome.
What happened to a
Yeah.
woman actually being happy because or getting joy or gratification out of the fact that they've made their man happy? Like, does that even exist today?
Or
It
It
raising a
does with
does.
the
child.
right man.
Right. But you got to make each other happy. Y'all both got to be happy. You can't just
Absolutely,
be
but
making
if
Exactly.
him
you
happy.
but Malaysia, if you're getting satisfaction and happiness by making him happy, he's gonna
Oh well,
feed
no,
off
that's
of
fine.
that.
That's
He's
just
gonna do
sounds
the
stupid.
same.
Mm-mm.
I think I know what you're saying, Belle. But
I
the
get what
thing
she's
is, like,
saying, but it's not the same as what he's saying.
But I'm not trying to say the same thing he's saying.
Right, but you were agreeing with what he was saying. What do you mean?
Honestly, men
Well,
lack communication. They don't want to say what they feel. They'll just go, lay up with somebody, or they'll go like do something behind your back. And not all men. Some men actually want to communicate, but they need to work on that because you sit up here, you're gonna go do something behind the woman's back, and then when she finds out, oh, my grandma died or this that, like, no, I don't like that. I see it a lot on social media too with these couples and stuff.
Here's the thing. If I can give you that men have a problem with communicating, then you have to give me that women have a problem with listening.
Oh, that's true.
that
I
is
can
very
agree to
So,
true.
that. Hmm.
like, you could see this isn't a yin and
No,
yang,
that's
right?
not fucking true. Men are hard headed. What are you talking about? What?
Hold on,
And
I
and
don't
and
Malaysia.
this
think
is
I
so.
wouldn't
exactly the
say.
example I wanted to point out. Thank you so much, Malaysia. I do appreciate it. So the thing is,
What
right?
example?
I present you with a scenario, Malaysia.
What
If
example you were looking for though?
you are the example,
Oh shit.
actually, exactly what you
Definitely,
said,
definitely
and
the example.
100% right. Thank you, Bradley. It's
Who
like
are who are
it's like
who are
right on our
you who are
faces.
you to listen to?
Well, this there you go again. This is Exhibit B. So how about this, Malaysia? Let's just move on from that.
No, who are you to
If you
listen
and
to was the question.
oh, there you go again. You see, Michael, when I
Malaysia
said
just
the listening problem,
The
the
listening.
listening
I
problem.
can admit, Enzo, I
Got
don't
it.
yeah,
listen.
yeah.
Shit, you can tell
He's
me
a
Got
some
it,
shit.
stranger.
Zach.
I'm not
He's a
Got
gonna
it.
stranger.
listen.
He's a stranger. He expects me to listen to him. Who the fuck do you
Oh,
think
there you
you
go.
are?
I mean, I'm just pointing out the flaw in women,
I
and
can
you're
That's
proving
admit
the
not
We're
a
point.
flaw.
talking
Out
That's
of the
about
not
the
my
debate,
man.
conversation.
and it went over your head,
That's
Malaysia.
not a flaw. You can't use me as an example because you're not my man. Like, what are you talking about?
What?
I think
Wait.
he's
No,
just
but
talking
So
about
there's
in general
criteria for
this
this?
is the
conversation.
thing that
We're having general conversation right
men
now.
and
I mean,
societies don't hold
what,
standards where women just
okay.
treat men as their lover one way. This is the problem too, is that men in public are treated one way. And this is the dynamic we no longer have in public, is a standard of what we are to one another. Because again, there's a standard for men also that's implied. We're talking about women here, so that's what's not being said. But
What the fuck?
I can
Women
agree.
acting loud and obnoxious isn't cute. Never has been.
I can agree with
I did
Enzo
want to
that we
tap
don't
into
listen because
something.
I don't listen.
I want to tap into something that was said earlier that men have a problem with communication. I don't necessarily. I'm sure there are men that do have issues with communication, but I feel like the bigger problem is that women don't know when to communicate, the timing. Like you
Mhm.
want to communicate and have them communicate with you or discuss with you when they're watching the game or when when they just come home from work. They just want to. They don't want to communicate during that time.
So
So
social
women just
cues.
want it.
Such a big
You
point.
don't communicate with me. No, you have to find the right timing.
Yeah, it's all about timing. Yo, ladies ask us the same thing. When are we going to propose? How do you do this? When's the right time to show up on time? 15 minutes early, 15 minutes late. I just sat down. We got to get to the airport. I mean, there's so many things and so many questions. It's not all, pretty much mostly of them are all redundant. This is what we have to deal with, and we all love you. It's just sometimes you need to shut the fuck up.
Actually bring up a phenomenal point that I was trying to address earlier. To the women on the panel, this is a general question for everyone. Let's say you and I are having a conversation, and then at a certain point, you begin to bother me. And then I say to you, shut the fuck up. Do you think it's wise for you to continue talking?
No, leave right away.
I would leave you right there.
Honestly, I'm
Good,
leaving.
good.
Because I
I'm
don't
gonna
like
head
to
out.
argue.
I like that. I like that.
You know what I mean?
Now,
All right.
if you're
They
my
left me
man,
alone. Wow,
I feel
it's like they left me alone.
I don't know. It depends on the person.
And you know what sucks is the person probably should have left you alone before it got there.
Yeah, because like I feel like if someone
Proving our
responded,
point.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I just said it was proving our point.
I would
W
say
Enzo, W Robert, switch.
If someone
It's crazy
responded
to
to
say
me in
all
that
you guys
manner,
are.
if someone's responding to me in that manner unprovoked, because you say we're having a conversation, right, Enzo? So it's just normal. You're tired of talking. Shut the fuck up. That's like
No.
you don't.
That's not what I said. It's not like unprovoked, right? It's not like unprovoked. It came out of nowhere. I just told you to shut the fuck up. No, I actually said in my question, you began to bother me, right? So you started bothering me. You started like picking at my skin,
Yeah.
and then I gave you the invitation to shut the fuck up. So,
Oh my
So
god.
right off the bat. So yeah.
you got like I do
Oh my
want to see
fucking
where you
God.
kind of go with that.
Yeah.
That was wow.
See,
Do
I'm
you
gonna
think?
have
I
to
mean,
say,
it's just a genuine
It's a
question. I tell you to be
That's
quiet.
spicy
Do you
as
think
fuck.
it's wise
That's
for you to
very
continue
spicy.
talking?
No,
if you're
because I
not
think
my
like if someone
man,
told me politely, I don't want to talk about this
He
right
did
now.
it.
That's it.
But
You don't need to go
that's
that
the
far.
thing.
No, but
We're
you
so
it's in
we're the
Your
hard
father
headed
didn't
ones.
teach you how to talk to a woman? I'm
But
confused.
I'm
no. So
sorry.
guys, it's
I'm
implied. Let me
sorry. I
explain.
just
So
want to
it's
say
in
this, Robert.
yeah.
We're the hard
You
headed
guys said
ones.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to say, and we're the hard headed
I'm
ones.
gonna be honest. If you're not my man and you come at me like that, I'm gonna be like, "Who is you talking to?" Like,
So
what?
let me
I
explain.
don't know why they
I'd like to
I don't know
give a
why they
little bit
think
more
random
framework.
women are just supposed to be like, oh my God, excuse me, sir. I know you got your way. Like,
Oh
who the
So
yeah,
this
fuck?
example,
nah.
I want to keep this example specific because it actually does, I think, make a key point. But it's to say that
How did your father told you how to treat a woman?
in
Y'all
this
talking about women.
hypothetical,
How did your father
okay,
teach you how to be a man?
Malaysia, I need you to
Hang
stop
on, let him
talking.
finish. Let him
In this
finish.
hypothetical,
Who raised y'all?
it has escalated, regardless of any dynamics leading up to the point in this hypothetical. It has escalated to a point where now a man has said that to a woman. And I think what's implied as to why it's good form at this juncture for a woman to have left probably well before that period is because when you start talking about how like men and women can get physical with each other, this is the understanding of men with expressing their boundaries verbally, which is the only thing women ask for. And when not respected, it gets further, worse. And then it gets physical. And so I think this is a showcase of boundaries, men wanting them, women not even being able to understand the beginning of them, I suppose. And well, I mean, now we're here. You guys showcasing that you don't know how to respect boundaries.
No, I mean that makes sense because if he were to tell me, hey, I'm done talking, that's it, then that's it. But if I kept coming to him and kept nagging at him, then I would expect that response.
It
You know what I'm
depends on
saying?
how you say it. If you say it respectful,
No, that's
then
the other
yeah.
question that I
How do
had.
you respectfully
The
say,
question
please
that I
shut the
had
fuck
is,
up?
Like,
No,
how-
you just say like, you know, you're no. I'm sorry.
I'm
Go ahead.
sorry.
Please
How
be
do you-
quiet.
No,
If I yell it, or do I
no,
say it in a
no.
tone? Then you got to
You
tone
don't talk to
police
people
me.
like that. You don't. You wouldn't talk
Yep.
to another man
Yes,
like
I
that.
do.
You
yeah,
don't
I
live
I
would,
like
and I
that.
will, and
I
I shall
think-
forever and on. Yes, I will
Chuck,
do
don't.
that.
I wouldn't
Well,
defend
you
a
well, you don't have any
hypothetical. Don't
manners then.
defend the rationale
Whoever
because this
raised you,
not.
hypothetical.
whoever raised you,
Well,
they
because
raised you
the
the fuck wrong.
hypothetical could imply this, and this is why you don't take the hypothetical with those implications because it
There's
could
no
have gone
fucking
like this.
hypotheticals. You don't
She
speak
could
to
have
women
been.
like that. Fuck
I
you
do.
talking
She
about,
could
Robert?
have
There's
been
nothing for
I
you to
marrying
do.
me.
explain it.
I would
She
speak
could
to
have
you like
There's
that,
also.
nothing to
specifically
explain.
you,
There's
specifically
nothing for you
you,
to
not the
explain,
rest of these
Robert.
women who
Malaysia, you're
obviously
just
have manners, but
destroying.
There's
you,
nothing for you
You're
to explain,
destroying the
a little
Robert.
notion
bit.
of a hypothetical, Malaysia.
There's
A
nothing for you to
hypothetical.
explain.
A
It-
You're
hypothetical can
gaslighting.
even.
You're trying to gaslight us. Like it's nothing for
Robert,
you to
No,
explain.
I'm only gaslighting you. Actually, the rest of the women are pretty well mannered.
I wasn't
You,
even talking
however,
to
aren't.
Malaysia.
you.
This
so
is
I'm
Malaysia.
not even talking to you. I'm
You're
talking
on
to
an
Robert. What are you
island by
talking about?
yourself, Malaysia.
I mean, Robert, exactly what Enzo said. What you claim is ours.
No, Robert's
It
trying to.
is our. No,
Y'all, all three are trying to gaslight us.
Well,
You
it's
do not
not.
supposed to speak to
I
no
mean,
women like that, regardless. What the fuck are y'all talking
I
about?
once
will and I
again,
shall. I hope you can cope with
Enzo,
that.
like the whole point of it
There's
being
nothing you can
motion.
explain that would
And then
excuse it.
next she'd get smacked.
So
It's
the
funny
whole
how
notion-
Malaysia specifically just becomes an example for almost everything
I'm
that
not
I'm
becoming
trying
an
to
example.
explain.
You're not going to gaslight.
You are an
these
example.
women.
You are put up on that pedestal for me,
You
and I'm
don't
pointing
talk to
at you
women
to the
like that.
crowd.
Who
I'm
raised
going,
you? Who
look at
raised
this
you?
woman. This is
Wait,
what
let
you
me
don't
talk to
want.
you.
Malaysia, you're
Shut
not
up.
getting it,
Who raised you?
Malaysia.
Who raised you?
They're
his
trying to
father
bother you,
and his
Malaysia.
mother
Did your
and his
did your father and your
grandparents
mother
and
raise you
his
to talk to women like
grandmother,
that?
they all raised him.
I'm
You
asking
see,
him a
it's
question.
funny.
You
It's
can't
funny
speak for
too
him.
because you think you live like this, but you would
I'm
never
asking
speak
you
to
a
a man like
question. Did
that.
your mother
You wouldn't
or
speak
your
to a man like
father
that.
raise you to speak
And
to
I
women like that?
actually, I would
I
ever
think she got
so
kids though.
invite you to talk to me like that.
I'm asking you a question.
Does your man talk to you like that?
She didn't. I
Who
mean,
Does
I
he ever
would.
tell you to shut
I
the
would
fuck
definitely
up?
talk to her like that.
you can't answer the question. My point exactly.
No, you
There's
see,
no
you're going
point
for
to that.
personal
She
attacks
wasn't
that have
talking to
nothing
you,
to
but she
do with
wasn't
me or my
but she wasn't
character.
talking to you like that, and
But
you
I'm
just
going
went off like
directly
that
at
on her.
you.
You're rude. You're
But
Listen,
disrespectful.
Malaysia,
Oh, I know. I'm
did you
rude.
understand the grander point
Whoever
of
raised you,
boundaries?
they raised you like a wolf.
And
Malaysia, how do you feel
you
knowing that you're
we,
just my example from this point
have you
on?
They
ever
raised you like a
R-worded a
wolf.
man,
It's fine. Your
Malaysia?
mother and father's a wolf.
Have you
It's
R-worded a
fine.
man, Malaysia?
What do you say, Robert?
Have you R-worded a man before?
I'm pretty sure you did.
When I hear
Man?
people with such
A
with
man?
black, well, yeah, when
Robert,
I
I'm
hear
pretty sure
men or
you did,
women,
Robert.
when I hear men or women with a
Robert.
this
inability to
is
have
getting.
boundaries to this level,
Oh.
I start thinking, no
You're
doesn't
just
mean
gonna
no to
brush
this
past
woman.
that?
I mean,
No doesn't mean
you're
no to
just
this
got
woman.
pippin.
He's asking me a rhetorical,
You're
stupid ass fucking question.
So are you to me. So don't
So I
pretend
asked
like
him, did
you're
he?
excluded from this.
So I
yeah.
asked him, did he?
Like
Have
he
you ever
said,
No,
R-worded a
but you
man,
were
women are
asking me
Robert?
similar
claimed
questions. You were
what
asking
is
me strange
his
rhetorical
is
Robert,
questions,
have you
and he's
ever
giving it back to
R-worded
you.
Robert, have you ever R-worded a man, Robert?
Ew.
Malaysia,
What
my
is
point
this?
was that
Where
you
is
don't
this
respect
projecting?
boundaries. You keep
That's the
getting into
question he
these weird little
asked.
side offs,
This.
and the entire grandest
That's the
point that
question
has
you
ever
asked
been
me,
made here
Robert.
was about boundaries, and every other woman in here was willing to have that conversation, but you ruined
No,
it.
you don't talk to women like that. That's what we were talking
I
Yes, I
about. Stop
do,
trying
and
to
I will,
gaslight
and I
me.
shall forever and on.
But
I
You're
will.
trying to
why would
gaslight
you?
me.
Well, wait, hold on a minute, Malaysia. You know, some women. Listen, I feel like men need to find their right woman.
Whoa. You're not about to say some women like women talk to them like that.
They do. They absolutely do. What
We
are
don't
you
even.
talking
They
about?
don't
Nah,
even know
some
each
women.
other.
Nah, some women do.
That's that
I
gay
agree.
Some, let me
shit.
just
Come on
put
now.
it this way: some
It's
women
really
need it.
weird.
They
Malaysia
may.
needs it.
That has what
Men
the
need to.
I'm telling you, some women do.
Wait, I didn't hear
They
you.
were
I was
having
switching accounts. What did he say? That was that
they were
bad?
having a conversation and he can't. Whatever. whatever. You guys
It
are
was a
weird.
Enzo,
hypothetical
listen,
Not
she
today.
got
conversation.
upset because
Not
Enzo
today. You
said,
guys are weird. This is
I'm not
It was
saying
a
all, but some.
it was
no,
a
Yeah,
but that
that's
has
the
hypothetical.
women
nothing to
that don't
do
have a
with it.
father.
So
No, we
That
hear
has
that.
nothing
Yeah,
to
we
do.
pretty much hear.
That
Yeah,
has
was
nothing to
Divine.
do
damn,
with it.
You're not gonna
that
talk
was
to me
like
like
a
that.
sweet jab right there. Bop.
No woman likes for a man to talk to them like that. I don't know
They
what the fuck
definitely
they're talking
do.
about.
Definitely
They
not
Nah,
true.
Malaysia, I
definitely
have
do.
Malaysia would be in the back of a
wait.
911. All the other ladies would be happily in their homes right now in a quiet room away from their husband, while Malaysia would be in the back of a cop
A
car
U-Haul.
May I say something real quick?
after a
And
Yes,
domestic
maybe I
please
can
go
violence
clear
ahead.
this
What would
event.
you
up.
like to say, please?
I'm going to clear this up. So, Malaysia, I think what Enzo was saying is that if he was having a conversation and it was like a maybe heated discussion, and he told me politely to leave him alone, and I continued to nag at him, then in his frustration, he's going to respond to me in that way. I think that's what he was trying to say.
Correct.
So in that scenario, is it still not okay to tell a woman to shut the fuck up?
Well, and
No.
if I keep picking, right,
No.
that's a human response, because I would, if someone kept picking at me and I'm telling them to leave me the heck alone, politely in so many different ways, and he's still coming at me, then your last thing, you're going to feel overwhelmed. You're going to say, shut the fuck up.
Right. Sometimes you got to give it to him. Explicit.
She's never been told to shut the fuck up, from what I'm gathering at this point.
No, she does, but a lot of women don't. That was the point.
Yeah,
A lot
that
of
was the
women
whole
don't,
point. Good
and
example.
they push past
I
and they
don't
push
care.
past,
I
and
don't
then
care what
it ends
scenario
up
you
getting
put it in.
worse.
You're
This
not
is a
telling me
lot
as
of
my
times, and unfortunately, this is a lot of times why
as my
DV
husband. You're not
happens.
going to tell me to shut the fuck
That's
up.
an
The truth is, you just
I
example.
get that. I
this
mean,
is
I can respect that. That's what you
That's
want.
stupid
like
as hell,
get
that's
that.
bro.
That's
your
what you want.
boundary, truthfully, and I
That's
can respect that
disrespectful
because
as fuck.
I think you missed the whole point of what I said. I said men need to find the right woman for them, and women need to find the right man for them.
Yes.
No man should talk to a
Go
woman
find
like
it.
that,
Oh,
though.
I'm
Go
still
find
trying
a
to find the
tailor.
right. I'm still trying to find the right man for me. Shit.
Malaysia, but listen to what I
Me
am
too.
That's
saying.
verbal
So
abuse.
what the
That's
right
verbal
man,
abuse.
Bradley,
the
shut your
right
mouth.
man for you would not say that.
Don't start.
That's
That man
I need
definitely
to
a
find the
beta.
right
You're
man.
looking. What you're looking for is beta males. They're mostly left wingers.
I don't want
Definitely,
beta males.
they have shaved heads. You want those guys, lanky, sketch tattoos on their bodies, neck tattoos, definitely grills. Smells like a Black and Mild. A whole
No,
bunch
thank
of
you.
shrew guys. Yeah, no, a whole bunch. It's a whole bunch of shrew of them. You know what I mean? That's what you
There you
want.
go, Robert. Exactly.
Ain't nothing wrong with
I like her
body.
manicured, pedicured, looking pretty and dolled up for when I get home.
You know what I want, Enzo? I say it all the time. We like them young, we like them fresh.
Fresh. Yes.
These are red
fresh.
pill men.
Yeah, and Micah, you know you like it. Stop it. I
Nah.
know you do. Stop. Listen, you're young.
I'm already too
You're
much.
yo-
I don't need
No,
this.
you
Micah,
don't,
I
and
young
you're
want you to
fresh.
I want you to like visualize something, right? Think
Oh
about
shit.
the men that you this guy, right? And then you think to yourself, "Ah, man, I can't not fuck him. I gotta figure something out.
What?
So
Hang on, let him